Hello friends, this week's contemplative video is on comparing the contemplative path to the mystic. Contemplatives in most religions tend to be a very, very small community, typically less than 1%. And the goals of the contemplative are often very different than the goals of the mainstream religious follower. The mainstream religious follower, as I've noted before in the past, is primarily focused on devotion and following an ethical system. Contemplatives pretty much follow that as well, that they usually an ethical system is pretty important to them, and they have, they're exhibiting faith and devotion in their religious model. However, they add in the component of practicing meditation. Meditation to them is an enhancement over prayer in the practice of their religious behavior. Now the thing is that the contemplatives compared to the mystics are what can I say? The contemplatives tend to be a larger community than the mystics are. So let's say less than 1% of any contemplative community are the mystics. And the mystics generally come out of the contemplative community. And the only real difference between the contemplative and the mystic is that the contemplative is, let's say, following meditation, or while the contemplative is following meditation as a model of religious behavior, that contemplative behavior for the mystic leads to a religious experience. And so what that means is that very few contemplatives ever get to that religious experience, and when they do, of course, they're a mystic at that point. So it's not well understood by the contemplative community that the religious experience is the product of leading a contemplative life. And the reason why is because most contemplatives never get beyond the method. The contemplative community is very preoccupied with methods and techniques, and what they don't realize is the method or technique is just a vehicle to the religious experience. And once that religious experience begins to happen, they need to let go of the method and technique and allow that religious experience to happen. Well, the mystic understands that inherently or naturally, whereas the contemplative does not. So that's really the difference between contemplatives and mystics, is that the contemplative is aspiring, is endeavoring, is making an effort, and the mystic is engaged in that effort and has reaped the rewards of that effort. So thank you, friends. Have a excellent contemplative week, and I hope that you too are reaping the rewards of your contemplative life and becoming mystics.